going on, guys? It's Ascension back here again with another Kingdom Hearts 3 video, and today I want to go over a comment that was made about the size of the worlds within Kingdom Hearts 3 by the co-director of the game, Tai Yasue, at D23 in an interview about Kingdom Hearts 3, and this is what he had to say. This Kingdom Hearts is a bit different. One world is equivalent to one previous game, and the things to do for each world are vastly different. My favorite world has not yet been announced, so please look forward to it too. And really quick, I did mention this comment at the end of my Everything We Know About Kingdom Hearts 3 video, accidentally saying Nomura said this because he was basically the information god throughout most of that video, so it kind of just slipped, but I chose not to go into this during the video because I didn't want to spend too much time on any one topic, but I had a lot going through my mind when I read this, and it's really got me thinking about what he meant, like I'm sure it has most of you. For him to say that one world is equivalent to one previous game absolutely blows my mind, and I think people are juggling a couple of possibilities with this statement. Let's start with the story. I've heard a lot of people say they think Yasue means that each world will have the amount of story content as a previous Kingdom Hearts game, which if he is referring to each world having a massive plot within itself that is equivalent to that of an entire previous Kingdom Hearts title, that would be insane. I think it's fairly clear to everyone that there's obviously going to be a lot going on in the world simply by seeing how big they are in the trailer and knowing that they obviously need to fill these areas with plot. But to think that there would be so much that Tai Yasue would say equivalent to that of a previous game really does sound crazy and definitely unlikely, especially when considering how big Kingdom Hearts games are as a whole and the fact that it's been confirmed we won't be visiting worlds multiple times. So while I love the idea of an overall big story within each world, I don't know how well it would work spending that much time in a world at once before moving on to the next, especially when considering the fact that while we all expect perfection out of Kingdom Hearts 3, it's really no secret that pretty much every Kingdom Hearts game has that one world that everyone loves to hate. For the mainline games, it's pretty much always Atlantica, but the other titles have them too. My personal favorite to love to hate is Birth by Sleep's Castle of Dreams, featuring the song Bippity Boppity Blow My Head Off. When thinking about worlds like that, I feel like I would go crazy if I was in Castle of Dreams for that long. So yeah, story, it'd be cool, but I don't know it. If he is saying this in as close to a literal sense as possible, then I think he would be simply talking about the scope of these worlds. Looking at the Hercules world in Kingdom Hearts 3, we have already seen so many massive areas within that world. Thebes, Mount Olympus, Sora ascending up Mount Olympus, and it's pretty clear, at least I hope, that they haven't even shown the entirety of that world. I'm sure the Colosseum will be making a return. Looking at these areas, how big they are, and assuming that this is definitely not all there is to see, I feel like when he says size, he truly means size and not as much story like I've seen a few people say. Though with that, like I mentioned earlier, with bigger worlds would bring about a bigger story. If all of the worlds are going to be big and open like we've seen, they will all definitely require substance to fill them with. But could these worlds really be that big? Because sure, while no individual world from the previous games has anything on what we've seen so far from Kingdom Hearts 3, if we were to take every world and every area out of really any one of the Kingdom Hearts games and throw them all in one open world, it would be ridiculously big. Now, he could also simply be exaggerating. Maybe the worlds are so insanely massive with so much content in them. Maybe the plot is so huge that he kind of just oversold it out of excitement. But I don't know, equivalent is probably not the best word to use in an exaggeration, so I don't know if he was exaggerating. I'm hoping he wasn't, but since that is a possibility, I figured I'd mention it. But guys, with all of that said, I still think the most likely possibility is that these worlds are so much more massive than what we've come to see yet in the trailers. And hopefully maybe Yasue or Nomura will expand upon this comment in the future, but if not, we will just have to continue speculating, and I can't wait to see what Square has in the future for us. I think this whole thing is really exciting, so what do you guys think about what Tai Yasue said, and what is your interpretation on it? I'm dying to know, so make sure you leave those comments where they go. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like on it, and as always guys, if you love watching Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy content, then make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on all of my latest videos, like these 303 awesome people right here, and I will see you next time.